Pro Stock Motorcycle winner Angie Smith joins us now. First career win, first career final round, first ever husband and wife final round in NHRA competition. Where do you want to start?
Wherever you want. It's been quite a journey.
You beat both Harleys on the way to the final, one of which you had never beat heads up before. How special are those moments?
It was very special. Eddie has whooped me so many times in the last 7 years. I lost track. I stopped counting, and I owed him a lot, and I just wanted this one. And I knew I had to do my job, and I kept looking. When I plugged it in fourth gear, I looked up because I didn't see him and I didn't hear him. And I looked up to see if my wind light was on, and it wasn't. And I looked up to see if his wind light was on, and it wasn't. And so I just, I was just stayed tucked, and we turned on the wind light, which was very important, especially with both the Harleys, as good as they've been running.
You mentioned Eddie had kind of had your number. Unless I'm mistaken, you had never beaten Andrew before. I would think that would be even bigger.
Actually, I have beat Andrew. I beat Andrew in 2008 in Memphis in a lengthy staging battle.
Okay, I guess I had the two of them backwards.
But I had not beat Eddie.
Because everybody's going to ask about it, I'm going to ask about it. Tell me about the final round.
The final round, I got to race my husband, which was crazy. And I knew I had to go up there and I had to just make a good run and I had to do my job. My lights have been so close. I've been 00. I had to squeeze the lever because what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to give it up on the starting line. I didn't want a red light. I squeezed it. I squeezed it a little too hard. They said I was late. I know I was late because he shot out. I never want to wish bad luck on people, but I'm glad his motor blew up. And because if it wasn't, he would be standing here right now. But you know what? In this sport, I'll take it any way that I can get. It's my first one. I'm proud to be here.
That's what happened. His motor blew up? His
motor blew up. From
a team standpoint, obviously, two of your bikes in the final round is already a win. Tell me about preparation going into the final back at your trailer.
It was a lot. We started the weekend with 4 bikes. We qualified all 4 bikes. So we started first round with all 4 bikes, which is a really positive thing for us at MSR. And Scotty got eliminated first round. John got eliminated second round, with both of us going to the semis. And then when we both won in the semis, to have an all Matt Smith Racing final is huge. It's huge for our team. It's huge for all of our sponsors. It's huge for everybody involved. It takes a lot of preparation going into this. Not only is there a lot of preparation at the track, but there's countless hours at the shop that these guys spend day in and day out to get all these motors and things ready. So that's the most important thing. Our crew, they've done such an amazing job, and they are really the ones that have got us here.
How bad on the home front would it have been for Matt if he had won that race?
Well, I'm just, honestly, and I told Alan earlier, I'm really tired of dusting all his Wallies. I mean, I at least want to dust one of mine at the house. So now I have one, so I'm good with that.
So if he had taken that one opportunity away, he'd have been in big trouble.
Yeah, I mean, but he's won so many, and I have to dust the championship trophies too. So, I mean, I have a whole lot of stuff to do there.
How meaningful was it then to finally clutch one of your own?
It was so surreal. I mean, I was in the shutdown area, and I was overwhelmed with emotions. I was crying, I was happy, I was screaming. I mean, I was just happy. I mean, I can't even describe to you what it feels like, because we've worked so hard. When you start racing and you start in the earlier ranks, you want to go pro stock motorcycle racing. Then when you get the opportunity, then you honestly don't know if you're ever going to get the opportunity to hoist that Wally. I've waited 7 years for it, and I finally got to do it, and it's pretty emotional.
How special is it that your name is on a list with people like Shirley Muldowney, like Angel, like all the females that have come before you? This is the 101st time a female has won an NHRA national event. I'm sorry, 102nd.
It's very special. Those ladies have paved the way for people like me to come out here and be able to do this. And I'm just glad that they get to write my name in there with all the other ladies, because they are great role models. They were great at what they did, and they just paved the way for me to be out here to do what I love to do.
Anything else?
How much? Oh, I'm sorry, man. From your perspective, can you tell us what happened and what you felt?
A rock arm or something broke. We've been having. Last night we stayed up at 1 o'clock in the morning with Jessel. Steve from Jessel come over. We've been having push rod and rock arms on my motor. That's a special thing that they built me, and we debuted it here. It ran good to the 8th mile, but it won't run the back. And we found out that it's just for some reason it's beating the rock arms up, and we couldn't get 2 laps out of it. So I was surprised today to make as many rounds as I did, because I knew anytime it could go, he warned me. We had no other choice. I knew I couldn't go in today, put a new motor in, and not having a tune-up on it.
Could you feel anything going away before it went?
Nope. I mean, it was running good, but all of a sudden went to 1 cylinder, and I just, instead of blowing it all the way up, I just pulled the clutch in once it went to 1 cylinder. Because I know we got problems. We got a 3-race swing. Now, if it would have been 1 race and we're going home, I probably would have ran it out on 1 cylinder, you know. But we got too many races to go. I can try to fix that and salvage something.
For your team, 2 for 2 in Epping, you guys gonna let the boss win one, or?
That's 2 times now I've had 2 bikes in the finals. Last year was me and John at U.S. Nationals, and I lost in the finals, and did it again here. But you know, the way I make my living, we want to have sponsors. We need sponsors to help our team. But when I rent these bikes out to customers and they bring sponsors in for them, that's what gratifies and makes me feel so good, is when we have new people come and win races. And Scotty's new one. He got so close. He went to 4 finals with us in the last, since last year. It's coming. We got a good team. If we can just beat up on them Harleys some more, I mean, we'll be fine this year.
Angie, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.